Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So the holidays are upon us and it's time to bake and cook, hang out with our friends and family. I'm going to show you how to make a caramel crumble apple pie. So here goes. Okay, so here's what you're going to need for the caramel apple pie. You'll need some butter, some apples of course. I'm using Gala and Granny Smith, some lime juice, whipped cream, vanilla extract. Oh, this is vanilla extract I made myself last year. I just used some vodka and some vanilla beans, some sugar, some brown sugar, cinnamon, and cornstarch. You could also use nutmeg as well. So that's it. First thing you want to do is prepare your pie crust. I have a recipe for a pie crust, a video for a pie crust in the description box, so go over and watch that. It's a very, very easy pie crust. So yeah, this is a deep dish pie, so go over there and check that out. Okay, remember how I said I do things incorrectly? You see the pie, I should have done this right after I made my pie crust, but like I said, I do things incorrectly. But you're gonna do it right. You're gonna mix flour. You're gonna mix the topping ingredients into a bowl, and you're gonna mash it with a fork, pastry cutter. You can even put it in a food processor, and you're just gonna get it to a crumble till it resembles wet sand. Okay, and then you're gonna put it over your pie, but you're going to set this aside because you're going to do it earlier, and you're going to set this aside because you don't want your pie crust to start cool. You don't want your pie crust to start getting cold and to start getting mushy from the hot apples. Okay, so you're going to do better than me. Okay, so I have my apples that I've peeled and cored. You can cut them however you want. They don't have to be cut like this. So I'm gonna put some lime juice. You can use lemon, lime, whatever. I'm just gonna use the juice of one lime to keep them from turning. Alright, so that's that. In a pan that you're melting some butter, you are going to sift your dry ingredients, your cornstarch, flour, sugar, and cinnamon. You're going to let this come together. You're going to let it dissolve into your sugar. And you got to keep stirring it. Do not let it burn because sugar will burn very quickly. What you're forming here is a caramel sauce. And once it comes together, you're going to add in your vanilla. And then you're going to add in your heavy cream. And you're going to let this, you're going to mix it together, mix it well. And then you're going to let this simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes, not 35, 3 to 5. And as it starts to simmer and come up, you're just going to keep stirring it. As you can see, the more it simmers, it's going to thicken, and that's what you want. Adding the cornstarch is going to keep your pie from being runny afterwards. So do not skip that step. You can get cornstarch at the Dollar Tree. Then you're going to add in your apples, and you're going to mix these around until they're coated. And then you're just going to let that go for about 3 minutes and pour into your pie crust. So now I'm going to pour my apples into my pie crust. And you're going to reserve some of the caramel sauce because you're going to thicken it up a little bit more without the apples being in there, because you're going to put it on top. It's going to help your crumble adhere to the apples. So set the pie aside, and you're going to let this sauce go for about 3 minutes until it's thickened, and then you're going to pour over your apples. Okay, so you're going to pour your remaining caramel sauce over your apples. I'm going to get all of that out of there. You want to move it around and make sure that your apples are in your pie crust evenly. Now you're going to preheat your oven. You are going to add this to your top of your pie. And then you're going to pop this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes. You do not want soft pie crust to go into the oven. You want it to still be cold so that it can flake up. That heat gets in between those pieces of butter and it creates air pockets and a flaky crust. Now I'm going to sit it on top of a cookie sheet. That's how I'm going to bake it, and I'm going to pop it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes while my oven preheats. I'm going to bake it 400 until the top is bubbly and the bottom crust is Okay, so here it is out of the oven. You need to let it set. You see how it's bubbling? If you touch that caramel right now, it's going to take off some skin. Let it sit for a while, maybe an hour or more. Just let it set. Stay away from it. Do not cut it. Okay? Okay, so this is hours and hours later. It's nighttime. So now I'm going to cut it just to show you how it cuts and that it's not running all over the place. I didn't get a pie cutter, y'all. I have one, and I don't, like, again, they just do better than me, okay? All right, so this is how it looks cut, okay? That is it. I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. Hope that y'all try this recipe and enjoy it. You can also do a lattice top. You don't have to do the crumble, okay? I'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye.